Yo, yo, yo! What's up, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen?
yeah. Oh my god. It's Katie and Quincy back at V with another YouTube
YouTube
V.
video.
No, but it has to
Remember
rhyme. So
to
YouTube
like
V.
and subscribe and comment for more content.
Yes, and also you can
Okay,
feel free to comment if you have any ideas of things that you want us to talk about related to Survivor or not. We love it all. Yeah.
we will be writing a song in one day.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely not. That was a hard enough nightmare on its own. When I did that, I can't believe that.
Let's write a book in one day.
Let's do you want it to write individual competing songs or the same song together?
No competing songs, and then we'll have people vote on which song is better.
Okay, let's do it. Next YouTube video, here we come.
Actually, no. I would just write Flying Solo, but a parody of it.
Oh wow! So just copying my initial song that I wrote in a day.
No, technically it's my song, so.
How is it your song? Oh my god, that's gonna kill everyone's ears.
I need to send you a photo.
Oh no, what are you sending me? What is
Also,
this?
chatting in the confessional server. I was.
Oh my god, I'm turning you down, you're so loud. Oh my god, it's Rick Devens times 3.
No, that's not.
I mean, it's Nick. It's Nick. What am I saying? It's Nick times 3. That's very
Yeah.
frightening.
Can't post a picture of what the.
Yeah. I'll put on the screen right now. That's what this photo looks like. I don't know why you sent this to me, but okay. Oh
I
my
found
god.
it on Reddit.
Very nice. It looked very realistic as well. I mean, okay, it does not actually look realistic though. Like if you look at the leftmost Nick, that hand, whose hand would that be?
Nick's.
But which Nick?
The Nick in the middle.
No, his right hand is giving a thumbs up.
Oh, that's it. That's his left hand. His left hand is over.
His left hand is behind his back over like that?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Okay, the middle Nick, his
No. Sorry. Did I say right? I meant okay. So the left Nick. Do you see that hand on the left Nick's shoulder?
Yeah, that's the right Nick's hand. It's
But
drapey.
yeah, I see that. But also look at how no one would ever put their hand like that ever.
Well, too bad.
That's like the most uncomfortable hand placement ever.
This is the funniest
And
photo
also,
I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, back to the topics at hand. Katie, what are we discussing today?
We're discussing a lot of things, Quincy. I have a list on my phone. Oh my god.
Ooh, exciting.
That photo is so funny.
It's not.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It literally is so funny. Okay, we are discussing. So Quincy and I collaborated on 2 of Quincy's future YouTube videos. So
Yes.
we'll be talking about those.
Oh yeah.
We'll be talking about Quincy's internship and my hashtag gap year nightmare. And we'll be also be talking about SATs and living skills in college. My camp job, his internship,
Yeah.
maybe some shows watching,
Yeah. Just
maybe some tea. I don't know.
Yeah. Just
I
whatever.
don't have any
What's going on in our lives. We want to
Yeah.
give you guys a life update, and also I want to talk to you about how your life is going. So, Katie, I've heard a little bit about your job, but to be frank, I don't remember a whole lot about it. So, how is that going? You're working at where? What's the?
Oh, well, that job ended.
Oh, okay. Well, then, how was the job?
I mean, I'll explain to our viewers, but basically, I was working at the Palo Alto Children's Center for 2 weeks because they had a hybrid in-person camp. So basically, I had 10 campers, and we were in the same location every day. We were wearing masks, social distancing. We had the same teachers. We only had 2 teachers, and then I was their intern. But that was for 2 weeks. It was a camp. It's like 3 hours in the afternoon. It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
Just like, because that was like my first time really, like doing something like outside of just sitting at home or going to Tahoe.
Mm-hmm.
So it was bizarre to do theater games and singing and dancing with masks on.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Ballet and like jazz classes with masks on. It was
Yikes!
so weird.
Were they all able to like breathe with them on? Like I can imagine, like it seems like it would be sort of hard to sing with them. I mean, to like project your voice or even like dancing, because like if I mean, for me personally, like I have friends that are able to do a lot of physical activity while wearing a mask, but for me it makes it a little bit hard to breathe just because I'm breathing so heavily and so little air is coming in and out that I often exercise without a mask.
I mean, it wasn't like that much exercise, so it wasn't.
Okay.
Also, we were in like an air conditioned. Well, okay, so our location at the children's theater, there's like the castle stage where we do all of the like hot dog shows and stuff, and so then there's like a extension stage onto grass, and then there's like it's kind of hard to explain, and then there's like an inside of it, and there are doors on it that close. So we just left the doors open, so it was kind of inside but also outside. So I think it made it easier for them to breathe that way. And in that camp, we were doing this wonderful. So the children's theater, there's this company called Beat by Beat Productions, and it makes all these really weird beat by beat productions. And this company makes all these really weird children's plays that are like an hour. A lot of them are really weird. I'll give you some examples. Like I've interned previous years, so we did like the full versions of it. Like the full version plays they have. One of them was called The Grunch, which is the Grinch.
Yeah.
But it was really weird. But it was about a kid like in middle school, and he like you know how like the Grinch sabotages like Christmas?
Yeah.
The Grunch sabotages
lunch.
Yeah, his name's the Grunch.
Oh my god.
He sabotages the school play.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that he sabotaged lunch. Cause grunge.
No.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know why it's actually called the Grunch. Well, it's because like the Grinch.
Yeah, similar to the Grinch.
His real name is Rudy. Wait, I found the plot summary. Inspired by the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the Grunch tells the story of Rudy Grunch, a grumpy 6th grader who always feels like an outsider. When the entire school gets excited about the annual school musical, he comes up with a perfect plan to ruin it for everybody. He'll steal the sets, costumes, and lights the night before it opens. But will the spirit of theater prevail?
Oh my god. Man, I'm a little bit disappointed that they did not take advantage of that perfect pun with Grunch, though. That, I mean, he could have easily sabotaged, like, a potluck lunch, and I think that would have gotten way more views, I'm sure.
Also, wait, I want to explain 2 more, because they're actually really funny.
Yeah.
There's one, oh wait, no. I think Callie did this one.
Okay.
Actually, no. Callie did not do this one.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, she did.
Oh my god.
It's called Space Pirates. Also,
yeah.
Quincy did this.
No, I actually saw Callie's performance of Space Pirates, but I don't remember it very well. So go ahead and explain, because I don't remember.
Okay, so it's like this girl. I forget her name. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the plot summary. A girl named Gabby who gets picked on during a school trip to the museum. She gets very bullied. Everything quickly changes when an alien spaceship accidentally beams Gabby and her classmates to outer space. Things go from bad to worse when the alien spaceship is suddenly attacked by space pirates.
Oh
it's
no!
Only after the whirlwind space adventure that Gabby becomes comfortable in her own skin.
What?
It's wonderful.
But then what happened? What's the ending?
don't remember.
Oh.
I think like she like fights him or something. I don't know. But there are two. Okay, there's one I was in,
Yeah.
and Sheer and Zeev, big man, was also in this. He
Okay.
played my older brother.
Huh.
Also, I think some other people were. But basically, this one was called. This is so funny. This is called the most epic birthday party ever.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like Lord of the Flies, kind of.
What?
So basically.
Oh my god, I'm excited for
Not
this.
really. Okay, Skylar, who I played, I was Skylar, of course. Just kidding. Okay, Skylar is about to turn 12, and she's planned the biggest celebration of the year. But in the middle of the party, something mysterious happens. All the adults suddenly vanish. Trapped in the backyard, the kids realize they must create a brand new society.
What?
However,
Oh my god.
when they elect Skylar's older brother, Charlie, played by Sheer Benziv, as their ruler, things really begin to spin out of control. Eventually, the kids learn a big lesson in responsibility, while Skylar and Charlie develop a greater respect for one another.
Oh my god. Okay, how are they stupid enough to get trapped in the backyard?
No, I mean, it's...
How does that
it's just,
happen?
like, a mysterious thing, like, all the adults disappear, and then, like, they just can't leave. I think all the doors are, like...
Locked?
Magically shut
Oh my
and
god.
locked, yeah.
That's pretty weird. Okay. Well,
And
that sounds
there's
interesting.
one. Wait, there's one more.
Okay,
This
go
is
for it.
the best one.
The best one,
It's
best of
called
best.
Press Start.
Okay.
Okay, it's about... So funny. Okay, I will read the description. Press Start transports us inside the bright, pixelated world of video games.
Mm.
When the famous characters we know and love run out of lives, they decide to put on a musical fundraiser that will help them raise gold rings and play on hilarious and heartfelt musical numbers. You see the heroes, villains, and sidekicks like we've never seen them before.
Oh my
But when
god.
things go terribly awry, it's the quiet sidekick, Little Mushroom, who must find the hero within him to help save the day.
These are so funny.
The best part of it is that all the like video game characters are like weird knockoff versions. So we have Mario, Marco the plumber.
Wait,
We have Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wait. Who is Marco the plumber supposed to be?
Mario.
Oh, Marco. Okay, that makes sense.
Speedy the Hedgehog is supposed to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my god.
Spiky Turtle is supposed to be Koopa Troopa
What?
from Mario.
This is so weird.
Generic Ghost is supposed to be one of the ghosts from Pac-Man.
Oh my god.
And then there's Princess Pomegranate.
Princess Peach. Of course.
Princess Peach. And then there's Pac-Man, who's supposed to be Pac-Man.
Wait. What was his name? His real name?
Pac-Man?
No, wait, I'm sorry, the other name?
Pac-An.
Wow, so they just took out an M. They're pretty creative.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then my favorite two, Angry Birdie
Oh.
and Square Builder Eve, which is supposed to be Minecraft Steve.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah, Square Builder.
Period.
What was that?
That's on period.
Oh, yes, of course. I will say, I think the funniest one of those, for me at least, imagining it, was Angry Birdie. I'm imagining, like, a birdie from badminton, and just having, like, big eyes and eyebrows, and being angry. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay. How was it like, I mean, you've done internships with kids before, have you? Question mark?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it like for you personally? Because I know everyone has like a different experience when they interact with kid campers, but what is it like for you?
mean, I like working with kids, but also I hate kids. It's a
Yeah,
love-hate relationship.
of course, of course.
I know what you mean by
What? What is playing on your computer?
Siri.
Oh my god.
That was an L.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, I actually had one internship experience, I think 2 summers ago, and I was a CIT, yeah, it wasn't an internship, I was a CIT, and the kids were pretty crazy. One of them kept asking me to marry them, and I had no experience with being proposed marriage before. So it was a little bit uncomfortable, but it was still a lot of fun. And
That's so
yeah,
funny.
it was so uncomfortable. I was just like, oh, no. No, I wasn't like that, but it was very strange because
How old was the kid?
they were very young. Maybe like 5. I would say like 5 to 8. I don't remember super well, but they were quite young.
5 to 8.
Yeah.
Then why would you feel uncomfortable? It's
No,
just
no, I know.
5.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, I didn't know how to respond. It wasn't like super uncomfortable. It was more funny than anything. But I was just like,
Funny.
good to know, good to know. Um,
It's the funniest thing I've ever
I
heard in
think
my
she, I
life.
think she actually tried to introduce me to her mom, which was very funny. Like after a camp day ended, it was a fun experience. Yeah. Um. Anyway, let's see. What?
Wait. Okay, this is actually off topic, but who cares? Because this is our podcast.
Yeah, we can do
You can say
whatever we
whatever.
want.
Okay, so were you, you viewers, if you don't know, we have a Gun Theater Discord server, and a lot of us go there like every night to talk and chat and
Oh
play
yeah.
games. I've recently come on a lot, which is fun.
Yeah.
But were you there last night?
I was
Or, like,
there for part of the night.
You were there when Hallie explained the story.
I don't think so. Oh no. Oh no. What is this story?
Favorite story.
Okay, what is it? I have to know
I'll
now.
tell you the truth about this. So, I won't say, like, one of Callie's questions in Plead, we were playing Plead, by the way. If you don't know what that is, sucks to suck. One of her questions
Plead
was
is
like,
basically a game where people ask each other questions, and then either they have to answer honestly, or they have to remove themselves from the game.
it's basically just like truth or truth, but
Yeah.
with discipline.
Yeah.
So basically, one of her questions was like, what is a timeline of her crushes? And then she said her answer, and then I said, but you're missing an important crush, because I was just randomly thinking of this person she met in an elevator at Summer in the City, but apparently
What?
she does not remember that. So
Oh.
I said, you're missing an important crush. And then she thought I was talking about a guy I completely forgot about,
This
who
is so
she
funny.
did not have a crush on. She did not have a crush. I was making a joke. But
This is so okay.
I'll tell you the story, because it's actually very funny.
Okay.
So basically, we were at a music camp. It was me and Callie, and then our friends Amy and Ellen.
Yeah.
Also, our stalker. We had a stalker. I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
She stalked me, and it was creepy.
I'm
But
sorry.
anyway.
That sounds fun.
She recently followed me on Instagram. I blocked her, but it's okay. Anyway, so we were at Summer in the City, and Callie met this guy, which I don't remember his name, so I don't have to say it.
Okay.
I don't remember his name, but basically, he, like, I think he kind of became friends with Callie. I don't know the full story, but basically, I think, and then it was like in the middle of the week, he randomly like went to eat lunch with us, and he had friends. He like had a couple of friends and stuff, and he would always hang out with them. But he just sat with us and ate lunch with us the entire time, and none of us knew him except for Callie. But then I think I had a class with him later, but that doesn't really matter. Um, and then
That's not that weird. I feel like I don't
well, there's more to this
know. Okay,
story.
okay, okay.
Then we were at like a open mic thing, and then he sat with us again, and he left his friends to sit with us, even though none of us have ever talked to him. I talked to him a little because I had a class with him, but it
Okay.
was really weird. And then this is the weird part.
Oh no.
We had some time at night, like practice our songs or stuff like that, or just have like free time.
Mm-hmm.
So Ellen, Amy, Callie, and I, and our stalker, I think, and then this other girl, we all went up to this classroom, so we could practice or just like hang out. And so we were walking up the stairs in the building, and other people were going in other practice rooms too. And then apparently, I think this guy stopped Callie at the stairs and asked Callie a question, and then we all left. And then he asked Callie for her phone number, I think, or something
Oh
like that.
no.
And then Callie was like, I don't remember what she said. I think something happened, but then she came back in and she was like kind of weirded out. I think she said like maybe or something. I don't really remember. And then I was like, that is weird. And then and then she like leaves the room and he's like right outside of the room. And it's so scary.
Oh my god. I mean, it just sounds like he probably like liked her. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's all I remember. But
Oh my
I thought
god.
it was really funny. And I woke up at like 3 a.m. this morning laughing about it. So.
Oh my god. Okay, well, those are some pretty crazy stories. But back to how are you doing? What's new with you?
Well, my life is kind of in shambles. Just kidding, my life is fine.
Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
well, I'll explain a little. But we should talk about YouTube, but I'll explain a little bit.
Okay, I'll go after you.
So I'm taking a gap year, and I'm deferring for a year from the school I was supposed to go to, and I'm very upset about that. Not about the gap year, because I feel like, actually, I'm really afraid that I'm going to waste this year, but I feel like I'll be able to find things to do.
Yeah.
But I'm more upset about this situation just because my school originally gave me enough financial aid where I would be able to go, even though I had to take out a giant amount of loans, but that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, there was some like miscommunication or like complication in my financial aid.
Yeah.
And so when I was looking, they didn't even email me. When I was looking at my tuition bill, they took out like half of my financial aid. And
Yikes.
my mom called them or something, and they didn't even think to like inform us about it. And then we had to find out through there, and then we had to like fill out a bunch of other forms to confirm something. I don't really know what happened. Basically, my financial aid screwed up, so I'm not going this year. I'll hopefully go next year or to another school, because I'm probably going to apply to some other schools just to have options, because that school really screwed me up.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that you'll find things to do this year.
Yeah.
And hey, it's another year that you get to chill with gun theater, so that's always fun.
No. Just kidding. I love gun theater, but also I'd feel weird if also I doubt anything's really gonna happen because of Corona.
Yeah, that's true.
I would just feel weird. But also Swaffy's taking a gap year as well, so we will. I think we want to go on like a trip together. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Let's see. Well, what is going on with me?
Yeah, how's your life?
It's decent. It's got its ups and its downs. Generally, I love the morning time, I would say. Let me know if anyone else. I don't know if this is like a thing for other people too. I'm always super happy in the morning. And then as the day progresses, my mood just gets worse and worse. And then at night, I'm just like sad. Sometimes, not always, but I'm like often sad for not really much of a reason. I don't know why. I think that's just how it's been. But like for what's been going on in my life, you had your internship. I am currently in the middle of an internship. I don't remember if I mentioned it last podcast, but the internship is for a company called Lucid Link. It's a tech company. I'm in the marketing department. There are two people from Bulgaria, and there's one in the Bay Area as well. And so because they're in Bulgaria, I'm waking up quite early. I'm waking up at 6:40 every morning to get to the meetings. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I have learned quite a lot about marketing. They've all been very kind to me, and they've taught me a lot. I made some promo. Promo is a website, and I've made a few promotion videos on that because we have an upcoming webinar. And for those of you that don't know what Lucid Link is, I'll quickly inform you. It's similar. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm not the best. You should, if you're actually curious what Lucid Link is, you should go to the website. And you can learn a lot more about it there. But Lucid Link basically allows people to edit files from the cloud and on the cloud remotely, and share files with other people remotely. And so it's sort of like Dropbox, but it's a lot better because the upload and download time is way, way faster. So it's a very cool technology, and it's partnered with some pretty big companies. There's a webinar because they're partnering with Adobe Premiere and Jigsaw. So yeah, it's very exciting to be a part of it, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how cool that is.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I don't feel like I'm contributing a whole lot to the team, but I'm really glad that they're having me, and I do think I think I'm putting in the time and doing well in what they ask of me. So yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm glad that I found an internship for this summer to keep me doing something. Yeah. What else? I mean, there's not a whole lot going else. Oh, here's a big thing going on in my life, which is actually almost over now. It's going to be ending in 3 days. And a lot of my friends are also taking it. And Katie, I believe you've taken it as well. And that is, drumroll please, living skills. Oh yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, so that has been going swimmingly. It's actually, okay. I mean, I know that the public perception of living skills is fairly negative. Sorry, Gun High School and Pally and other schools that have it. Generally, I don't think students love the class, at least the summer class. I don't know about the semester-long class. I actually don't find it too bad. I enjoy a good amount of the documentaries, and note-taking is not that bad, and it's nice to have some social interaction, even though it's mainly just listening to someone. My teacher, Mr. Lacayo. Shout out to Mr. Lacayo. I think he's a great teacher. So it's nice to have like Zoom calls where like you can actually hear someone live explain things to you. But yeah, I mean there's ups and downs, but overall it's not that bad. What do you? I don't know. That's my take on it, I would say.
I mean, I think living skills is probably better online. I took it last year in the summer for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
In summer school. I had the lovely Miss Peters who teaches cooking classes at Gun.
Okay.
Like culinary classes, which I didn't even know we had culinary classes till like last year. But that's another story.
No.
But honestly, I wouldn't say it was the worst thing. Like, I found some of the information and stuff we were watching, like, very interesting. Yeah. Like, we watched this documentary about, I forgot, I think it was about, like, eating disorders or something. But it was, like, I just appreciated the, like, directing of it. I think it was, like, really well made. Yeah. And then, I mean, a lot of the stuff, like, I enjoyed, like, the documentaries, except for, in my class specifically, we watched, like, it was, like, 3 weeks. We watched, like, 20 TED Talks, and it was, that was a big part of it. I mean, TED Talks are fun if you watch one.
Yeah.
But if so many, I mean, they just get, I don't know, and then, I mean,
Oops.
it wasn't that bad. It was just boring, and I didn't really do anything, so I would just, like, do other work
Yeah.
while we're doing videos, or, like, doodle or something.
Yeah. So
But,
I was gonna ask. So yeah, in person, do you remember how many hours per day was it? Like, when would you go into?
I think it was, like, 8:30 to 2.
Oh, what did
Which,
you do all day?
well, I have a couple funny stories from living schools if you want me to share.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, the first one, I accidentally went to the wrong class.
Oh no.
So I got an email saying that I was in this classroom, and then I was late, and I didn't see that there was a place to check what class you were in, like posted on a classroom.
Yeah.
So I just went to the one I thought I was supposed to be in.
Yeah.
And I, I don't think I knew anyone in my class except for my old friend Jonathan from the children's theater, and then Aviv Shaw. I don't have this. I don't know what his last name is. I don't know why I said Shaw. Aviv, who's in my grade.
Yeah.
And basically, I sat there for a whole, because it's divided into 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Day, and so I was just there for the first session, and she didn't even take attendance to the end. And then that's when I realized I was in the wrong class. And then I saw my friend Ellen at break, and she was like, "I think you're supposed to be in my class, Katie, because Miss Peters took attendance." So then I came to that class, and I realized I was in the right class then. And that class, I was with a bunch of people I knew. Ellen, Raymundo was in my class.
Hey.
And Hafez and a couple other people.
Yada yada.
That's my funny story. My second story, which is not really my story, but so Miss Peters had us put our phones up on the whiteboard every day.
Okay.
And there would be the numbers. So we would put our phones up there, and then we would get them at break or when we're done. But I think Hafez started this. He would put his just his phone case up there, and he would like keep the phone in his pocket. But the funny part about that was that his phone case was clear, and so it was just a clear phone case, and she didn't. I don't think she noticed for like a week and a half, and so more people started doing it, and then I think she finally noticed one time, and then she like talked to Hafez about it.
Oh my god, I can't. Why would you do it with? Okay, I understand that in concept, but it's like, how does she not notice that it's a clear phone case? That means you can see the back. Oh my.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, that is a big L. I cannot imagine that happening. Yeah, there's a few classes, or at least last year there were a few classes where they had the classic phone thing, and I feel like throughout the year, fewer and fewer people put their phones there, and teachers have to keep reminding students, come on students, you guys can do this, just put your phone on the rack, you don't need it during class, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know, that's my take on it.
Wasn't Shelby gonna do that?
What?
Wasn't Shelby gonna do that?
I'm not sure. I mean, Shelby, I feel like people in Mr. Shelby's class generally aren't on their phones. Although, I don't know about Theater 3-4. But Theater 2, I feel like our class was pretty good about no phones. So, we'll see, yeah. How do we get... Oh, yeah, living skills. Yeah, I feel like... Okay, actually, I do consider myself pretty lucky to be doing it online. Because, like, while I do enjoy the material, for the most part, I find that the amount of time I'm spending every day working on it is a sufficient amount. I don't feel an urge to be spending more time, and I generally spend, like, 2 to 4 hours a day working on it, and that, I cannot even imagine spending, like, 8 to 2. It's like 6 hours, and it's in person, so you're probably doing even more. I don't know what all the stuff that you were doing, but yeah, that would be much tougher, I'm sure.
It was just, we barely did anything, and it was just a lot of wasted time and busy
Mm.
work.
Oh, yeah. That's too bad. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but I think it's over, so.
yeah. I think my biggest complaint about living skills, if any teachers see this, this would be the one thing that I recommend you guys fix is either removing that tax lesson or providing way more detail because I was so confused.
Oh my god, I
Oh my,
forgot
that
about
was like the
that.
most confusing. Basically, they said when you have taxes, either you're gonna fill out this form, or you can hire someone to do it, or you can like do some other version of it, or it's just gonna be different than what we just taught you.
I mean, honestly, it was so confusing because they didn't teach us anything we would actually need to know or like how to do things. It was, oh my god.
There was like one form. It was the very simple one where the boss just like helps you fill the. I think it's called the W2A.
Oh yeah,
Maybe something like that. And I mean that was helpful, but everything else was just super confusing. And I understand that there are options where you don't have to do your own taxes, but I feel like there's not really much of a point in telling people, hey, there are ways that you don't actually have to do this, because the point is to teach them how it's to teach students how to take care of themselves. And if you're just saying, yo, you can get someone else to take care of you and do your taxes for you, which is fine, but I feel like that's not really teaching us stuff. So that would be
Yeah.
my biggest thing about the course, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's not that bad overall.
Are you guys doing this CPR thing?
Yeah, we did do the CPR already. It was an online class. It was like an hour to 2 hours in total. It was actually I am very that was one of the big pluses. I think that it was very important to include because while a lot of it was like a lot of people will think it's common sense, it's important to do it correctly, and it's important to know how to deal with situations like if someone's choking or if someone has a stroke. They taught a few different things. They taught like how to identify a stroke or a heart attack or like choking, and then what to do in all of these different situations if they're conscious versus unconscious for like choking, for example. So I was very happy that they covered that material because I think it's important for as many people to know, especially young people, so when they grow up, they know how to deal with like situations like that. As many people as possible to know. So I was pleasantly, I wasn't pleasantly surprised, but I was very happy that we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
That sounds helpful.
Yeah.
I think the CPR training for me was also really helpful.
Yeah. I mean, living skills. Uh, you're not the best class ever, and there are some issues, but I do think that generally students don't give the class enough credit, especially for what it is, where it's just a lot of teachers going out of their time to help educate students.
Well, technically, it's not out of their time because they get paid.
Well, you know what? Then never mind.
But it's over the summer.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. Well. Oh well. Whoops.
It's an L.
Yeah, that is an L. Okay. Anyway, we can move on to our next topic of conversation. Oh yeah. One other thing I wanted to briefly mention was that something that I'm also doing is SAT studying. I've started studying for the SAT, which I think I'm taking in October, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I've done a few practice sections of all of them, and I'm just trying to do as many as I can, like beforehand, and read a little bit up on it, so that I'm well prepared to take it. What was that experience like for you? Because I know everyone also has different experiences with how they study for it, or like how they take it, and what it's like. So, what was it like for you?
Honestly, I think my experience with the SAT is very unique because it was right when I got my concussion. I was supposed to take it the March of 2019. I was supposed to take it in March of 2019. Then I got it was like 1 week before I was supposed to take it. So I studied and I was prepared. And then I got my concussion a
Oh
week
no.
before. And then I couldn't do it. And then I couldn't do it in May. And then I couldn't do it in the summer. And then I couldn't. And then I did it in August. But then, like, right when I came back, so I went to like a summer theater thing. My like symptoms started coming back and stuff, and so it was so hard for me to like remember or even concentrate for the SAT.
Yeah.
And so I mean I didn't do that badly, but it was just like it was a hard time for me. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't imagine
yeah.
what that was
I
like.
mean, honestly, I really like taking SAT practice tests. I mean that kind of sounds weird, but I enjoyed.
Nerd, you're a nerd. Wow, what a nerd. No, just kidding.
I like enjoyed the taking like it always in class. I've always in like in school. I've always enjoyed taking like those general like big exam test things,
oh, really? Huh. That's cool. I mean,
like the STAR
oh
test.
my god, the star test, and then what did they switch it? What is it called now?
I don't know.
I don't even remember. Is it cat? No, casp. Casp.
Oh yeah, CASP. I didn't take the CASP test though.
Oh, really?
That
Okay.
was what the second cousin.
Yeah. Um, I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, I always thought those were all right. Personally, actually, I think my favorite time in class, and before you guys all shout nerd at me, I think one of my favorite times in class is while we're taking tests. Um, and no, I don't like tests, but it's one of my favorite times in class because oftentimes I get a little bit bored in class because it's hard to stay focused and everything. But when you're taking a test, I don't know if it's only true for me, but time passes so quickly. So then it feels like the period's over way faster. And while it's stressful to take, I think it's more stressful for me preparing to take it, and then once I'm actually taking it, it's not quite as stressful, and it
Mm-hmm.
just helps the time pass a lot faster. So I don't mind them. I
Yeah.
welcome them with open arms, and I say to hug I say to hug I say to test, um, congratulations, you have found an immunity idol. Sorry, I didn't have a good response there.
On period.
Yes, of course. But yeah, how do we? Oh yeah, SATs, right. Sorry. I was gonna say, yeah, actually, honestly, I don't mind the English sections of the SAT. For me, the math sections, not to flex, I do know a little bit about math, so they are not
A
super.
little bit.
What?
A little bit. You mean like a walking textbook?
I wish I were a walk. No, I don't wish I were a walking textbook. I feel like I'd be very uptight. I don't know. Um, but I do. Yeah, I do know a fair amount about math. So the math section is not as hard for me, so it's not as interesting. But the English sections, oh my god, they are brutal for me. I've taken two of the grammar section and then one of the reading comprehension. Oh my god, they're so tough. But hopefully I'll get better with time because oh my god, I did not do well on the first grammar section. So I definitely have some work to do there. But it's been all right overall. And also big shout out, my dad is actually taking some of the practice tests with me, and
Oh
then
my
going over the
god.
answers with me. So I'm very appreciative for that. And it I think once I'm a little bit better, it will give way to a little bit of competition between us because right now he's definitely doing better than me. But if I study enough, we might be at the point where we are about even. So we'll have to see how that goes.
Such that's such like your that's like a very Eric Rosenzweig thing to do.
Yeah. I definitely it's his kind of thing to take the
Yeah.
SATs with. That's for
I
sure.
mean that's also really helping you.
Yeah. I mean, like when we studied for like we didn't really study, but we used to take practice AMC 8s and 10s. Uh
Oh
and
my
we're nerds. We're math nerds,
god.
okay?
You're a nerd. Oh
What?
my god. This podcast proves that you're a nerd.
Hey, who's the one that said they enjoy taking practice SAT stuff? Okay.
I'm the one who's pursuing an arts degree. I am not an
Hey,
nerd.
you don't know what degree I'm pursuing yet.
Probably not theater.
No, probably not theater. Sorry, theater. Hey, but you never know. I might change my mind. But yes, no, we did. Yes, no. We did used to do a lot of practice AMC 8 and AMC 10s, and he'd always take them with us, and he'd always beat us. But now if we did an AMC 8 or 10, I think I might be able to beat him. So who knows? Maybe I'll do one, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's how SATs are going. I'm trying not to stress about it too much, but it's
Didn't. Because also, like, even in a year, I don't think SATs are as important as they used to be, especially with, like, the COVID-19
yeah, that's
pandemic
true.
stuff. Because a lot of, like, most schools now are either completely got rid of it, the requirement, or are optional.
Okay. I think I was actually, well, at least, okay, I'm not, like, close to taking it yet, but I think I was actually, or I will be more stressed about, I took the math SAT 2 subject test, like a year ago, and I was super stressed about that. So I think I'm actually going to be less stressed about the SAT than the math SAT 2 subject, so I think that's pretty funny.
Do you take the PSAT? Oh, not yet.
No.
You're a junior still.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have
not
not.
even a junior.
Wait,
Oh my
sorry. Yeah,
god.
I think I'm taking the PSAT in October, not the SAT.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, I'm just a lowly junior. I still haven't taken all those big things yet. Um, but anyway, that's enough about us. I feel like. What do you want to talk on next? Okay. We've been talking for. Oh, you have a Survivor interview in 10 minutes, right?
So we should probably finish this soon.
Yes, we should wrap up. So there's a few.
But,
Yeah.
but viewers, we'll have a special Survivor episode
Yes.
coming out this week, Saturday night. I think, right? Saturday night.
Yeah. I think Saturday night.
A Saturday night celebrates season 5 of Survivor Gun Feeder.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We will be having. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's now only. How many days? It's only five. Wait, really? It's only 5 days away.
You're crazy.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm so pumped for that. But yes, as Katie said, we will be having a special episode where what are we going to be talking about? Just past seasons and like people's strategies and how games have played out. For people that have not been in the past games, if you guys want to listen to that, to hear about sort of to educate yourself on how past players have played the game, but also to get, for anyone who has played the past games, to get sort of a third-person perspective on how that has all went down. So, I'm very excited. Yeah?
We'll totally talk about the strategies in the Gun Feeder games, but maybe, lightly touch on some strategies of players in the actual game, like Jonathan Petter, Katie's favorite Survivor player.
Nah. Oh my god, this morning, Callie and I were talking about how Callie was like, "You're not Adam. If anyone, you're like Boston Rob." And I was just like, "What?"
No, you're not Boston Rob.
I'm not Boston Rob.
Or Callie's wrong. Okay, viewers, if you want some context, it's basically, in every Survivor game, we have a group chat, and then Quincy and I, or like other people, make everyone's nicknames like contestants and players from Survivor. And so we've always talked about like what Survivor players we are, and I definitely think Quincy is Adam from Millennials versus Gen X.
I will be the next Adam on Survivor, no doubt about it.
Adam. And see, Dennis, hi Dennis, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are.
Hello, Dennis.
Dennis said, I asked this question as a plead question.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't expose plead questions.
Oh yeah, I guess I can't. But
wow,
basically,
rude.
Dennis said that I'm Cass.
What?
And
you just what are you doing? You just broke the sacred...
I won't say anything else about it, but I feel like I can say that. Because...
Katie, we're gonna have to reprimand you from this game. You broke the sacred rules.
Cut this out. Go ahead.
No. It's okay. I'm exposing you. I'm exposing you for breaking all the rules.
This is not... I
it's
don't
fine,
think
it's fine.
this should count.
Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding.
I'm not Cass. I mean, I like see
Cass.
some parts of myself in Cass, but I'm not yet that irrational, and I'm not that, like,
hey, I don't think Cass was irrational. I respect Cass's game.
I'm not a huge, alliance jumper, and that's what Cass is. She jumps alliances a lot.
Okay, that's fair.
And I don't think I'm that, because I've stayed true to my alliances like Quincy and...
Yeah, you only betrayed Callie and Swathi and Xander. And that was it.
And Joey.
Oh, and Joey.
And Anetta.
And what?
And
Anetta. Hey, see? You are very loyal, clearly. I'm just kidding.
The people I'm loyal with, I'm loyal to them.
Yeah, exactly.
I do not think I'm Cass. I think I would consider myself a Wentworth.
I think you are very worthy of being Wentworth.
I'm going to murder you someday.
Oh, too bad we're in quarantine. You can't get to me. But yes, anyway, we will have a special episode coming up soon. Also, okay, I feel bad since we promised last episode that we were gonna talk about what was it? No, not Millennials vs. Gen X. That's the season you just watched. Ghost Island. I promised the viewers that I would explain why Ghost Island is the best season ever, and you were like, "Oh, you'll never convince me." So okay, we don't have a lot of time, but I want to quickly rebut the reasons that you think Ghost Island is not good. So. Go for it, Katie. What is so horrible about Ghost Island?
You should just say why you like it. I have not watched it in a while.
Fine.
If their opinions, I can probably rebuttal.
Okay. Heads up. This is going to be a spoiler of Ghost Island, but at the same time, it's never not bad. It's never not bad. It's not. I can't speak. It's not bad to still watch Ghost Island with some spoilers. It's still the best season. I don't know if I want to go as far as to say that, but
I 100% disagree.
Well, I do want to say after I watched Ghost Island, I thought it was like up there, like top 3 seasons, maybe top 5 seasons that I've seen, or 3.
I
what?
Really disagree.
Okay, well, I'll quickly go over it. I haven't seen it. It's been like, I don't know, a few weeks since I saw it now. But the main reasons that I think it's an amazing season are the following. First of all, first episode, amazing start. The challenge was very cool. The concept, I guess I'll explain it very quick. Basically, there was a challenge between there was 2 players on each team. So, no, sorry. I'll go from the beginning. First, each team nominated a leader. Then that leader picked a physical player and a more mental player. The physical player had to do a task, and then the mental player had to solve a slide puzzle. And the first team to win got some advantage, and then the other team got nothing. However, once the slide puzzle started, a sand timer would go, and if one of the leaders pulled the timer or something, basically they would surrender the win, but they'd get to keep some stuff as compensation. So it was very cool, and it ended up being that one of the leaders did pull the timer because they thought that their slide puzzler would not finish in time. So that was very cool to see, and it was a very nice start. And then, sorry, that took a while to explain. But getting into it, the theme of Ghost Island, not my favorite theme, but pretty cool. For those of you that don't know how it works, basically, one person from the tribe that was being sent to tribal council would be sent to Ghost Island, and at Ghost Island, they would sometimes have the opportunity to play a game where they could take normally a 50-50 chance gamble, and if they got the 50-50 right, then they would get some advantage. And the way it worked is the advantages were like previous advantages that were not played correctly. So like James's famous 2 idols from Survivor China, or Eric's immunity necklace from Micronesia. What did you say?
Oh, I just said mutiny necklace.
Oh, yeah.
Immunity.
Yeah. And basically, the people would get those advantages back into the game, and then it was like, can you reverse the curse? And that was the whole theme. But if they played the game and then they were wrong, they'd lose their vote at the next tribal council. Yes. Okay, anyway, that's the theme, which I think is pretty cool within itself because it recalls back to a lot of old seasons, and it explains like how they work, and then all the people playing the game would get like super excited, and they're like, we have to reverse the curse. And it was cool. But anyway, back to gameplay. I think the cast, actually one of my favorite casts for a season. Of course, Wendell and Dominic. Wendell and Dominic. Greatest duo ever in the history of Survivor, in my opinion. They were both such amazing characters to watch, especially Dominic for me. And then also just a lot of other players. Kellen, I really liked watching. I liked watching Michael. Michael is actually someone that I would say I relate to the most, Survivor-wise. I don't know why. He just reminds me of myself a little bit. So, Michael, and then also, oh my god, Donathan with his truth bombs post-merge. That was crazy to watch go down. And Laurel. Laurel was actually also one of my favorite characters. So I think that... Yeah, she was a very... I don't know. I just really liked watching her as well. So I think for me, one of the biggest things was that the cast was really... I just loved almost everyone on the cast. So that made it really enjoyable to watch. But also there were just so many great moments. And while the advantages felt like there were a few too many advantages, it was really cool to see all of the advantages play out. And also like big moves. There was a crazy tribal council. I think it was the one where Michael was sent home, but a bunch of things were like played incorrectly and stuff, and it was so insane. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what else. The huge rivalry between Nick. I think his name was Nick. I don't remember. But I really want to see him back, actually. Nick and Dominic... No, it was definitely not Nick. Ugh, sorry, I apologize. I'm spacing on his name. But there was a big rivalry between Dominic and someone else. So that was great to see. I don't know. I just loved the season. And the ending where Dominic and Wendell tied, that was crazy. That's the only time that's ever happened.
Hurry up.
Okay, sorry. I'm going on. I could go on about this forever. Anyway, you should all see Ghost Island. Katie, you should see it again because it's an awesome season.
I just, but okay.
Well, whatever. Anyway, okay, I guess we need to wrap up because you have to go, and also it's been almost an hour. So
yeah, never confessional.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
What?
See you tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Fools Are Us podcast. And we'll see you before the week is out with another special episode. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like, and comment, por favor, if you enjoyed this podcast. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.